We want to welcome you to our website. We trust that you are led here at the perfect time in your life and that you are ready for another step towards true health and wellness. Why this website? Why are we here? What is our mission? We want to introduce you to symbiotic living, to show you the benefits of the symbiotic lifestyle, and to offer you an alternative to what the food and medical industries have to offer. Let me ask you a few questions. How important is your health to you? What are you willing to do to keep your good health? What are you willing to spend to regain and maintain good health? And most of all, do you want to die of old age or of a disease? I will be making statements in this introduction that may challenge your thinking, but as you read the site and watch the videos, we believe you will more fully understand what we are all about and why we are doing what we are doing. Most of us have lived or are still living the American way of life, which is on a path to destruction and disease. It's not a path that we necessarily chose. It's the default setting on how to live and what to eat. We are like sheep who have been led astray by corporate America. The marketing gurus know how to sucker us into their webs of deceit to get us to buy into their merchandise, they call food, and to buy into their answers for health care, toxic drugs and surgery. We offer you an alternative. We are not healthcare professionals, so read our disclaimer at the bottom of this page. Your health is your responsibility. Take it seriously. Don't be so busy with fast-track living that you neglect the important things. Is there anything more important to you than your health? There are a lot of things in this life that we can't control, but our health is not one of them. We can control our future health. Our bodies are under siege from the food industry, the medical industry, and the drug industry. As a nation, we are getting sicker and fatter to the benefit of mega corporations. Modern drugs are keeping sick and diseased people alive longer, so they will stay customers for a longer period of time. Both of my parents died prematurely, needlessly. Their health and death was a byproduct of the food they ate and the medical care they received. Both industries are driven by profits and not the health of their customers. It really saddens my heart to realize that my parents' deaths could have been postponed for a lot of years, but instead they were victims of the standard American diet of meat, dairy products, chemical-ridden processed foods, and toxic prescription drugs. We know that our message is one that has never been so timely. People are realizing if they are to survive with a healthy quality of life, they must look elsewhere for answers. We are part of that elsewhere. First of all, what is symbiosis and symbiotic living? Mutualism symbiosis is the win-win relationship between two species living in close association with each other. In this case, we are referring to the relationship between ourselves and our digestive tract aerobic bacteria or intestinal flora. The focus of the symbiotic lifestyle is to balance the body ecology to the point where we can experience optimal health and wellness. If there is no symbiotic relationship between you and your flora, it doesn't matter what you eat. It will still kill you in the long run, and eating well will not make you healthy. The key, and I mean the key, to health is the proper balance of good aerobic bacteria and the bad anaerobic bacteria in the best ratio of 85% to 15%. Most people have just the opposite. How did we get so far off? Prescription drugs, including antibiotics, acidic foods, dead or cooked foods, chemicals and preservatives, and even environmental toxins in our air and water. Most people, probably at least 95% of people, who live and eat in the United States are controlled by parasitism symbiosis, which is a win-lose situation. A win for their anaerobic bacteria, like yeast and candida, and a lose for we the host. When the balance of the body ecology is backwards, as most people are, we become a breeding ground for more of the bad bacteria, which translates into poor health, no energy, depression, and a myriad of symptoms as the body breaks down and disease takes over. The reason most people have trouble absorbing the small amount of nutrients left in their processed cooked food is because their intestinal lining is caked with mucus, plaque, anaerobic bacteria, yeast, candida, and a host of other pathogens. This clogged system is the direct result of 1. Eating mineral-deficient, cooked and processed foods that are devoid of enzymes and are nutrient-poor, and 2. The antibiotics and drugs that were given to us to help us. Whoops. Maybe they did more damage than good. It's amazing how medical facts are constantly changing. In 20 years, doctors will look back at 2008 and will be appalled at the barbaricness of chemotherapy and surgeries that took place. But years of bad living can be turned around by following the protocols set forth in this website. That's why we're here. We have gone a step past the raw food movement, which is a great stepping stone, into the realm of symbiotic living. We are now symbiotic raw whole foodists. In the symbiotic lifestyle, our goal is to balance the intestinal ecology by growing the 3 to 5 pounds of aerobic bacteria in the correct ratio, which in turn heals our damaged villi and microvilli. With a healthy intestinal tract, we are better able to absorb the nutrients we eat. A properly nourished body will not get the diseases of our society because the body is able to protect itself from those diseases, and if there are pre-existing conditions, the body is able to heal itself of those conditions.